god, I'm gonna come off. I'm falling off. Step into rain mode here. No bueno. Oh, great. Construction. This shouldn't take too much longer. And we got a green light. And that's it for the rain. That's pretty much what you get through here, are these little brush storms. They were working on this last year when I came through here last. I am riding with some counter lane on these curbs here, even though we're going a little bit fast, going about 60 miles per hour. Traction control on the Harley is very good. Like right now, the bike is really comfortable, positive traction on this road. Let's see what we got here. Got some sunshine again. I'll keep traction control on it a little bit longer, just in case there's still some wet spots on the road. We should start to see some really nice views coming up. Yeah, the road's wetter through here. I have 5 more miles on this road. We're at 1,100 feet. So, nothing worth riding home about. We're on the famous Cumberland Road for about 14 miles now. 14 miles left to go. Probably one of the more picturesque part of this route. Glad the road here is dry. It's wet again. All right, slow it down. Don't want to slide into a tree or off a cliff. Going light, about 40 miles per hour through here. Truck coming at me here. Did not want to risk that one. Look at that animal. All right. I think that was wise speed adjustment on that curve. There's a lot of risk on that one. here where the sun is nice and bright on this road, I can feel confident that we're not going to have any wet spots, and more importantly, I can see through the curve. So even though the recommended speed's like 30, I was able to take that at about 60. Contrast this one here, it's shady. I can see this car braking. It's an S curve. They're saying 30 miles. I'm slowing down to about 40. I have positive lean, body weight that is. I'm not counter leading here. Counter leading would cause me to increase my lean angle, and I don't want more lean angle, even though it'll give me a better contact patch factor in terms of traction. I'm going to trust my tires and the traction control, even though I got traction control turned off. I got regular road mode on right now. I don't have rain mode on, but even with regular road mode, I'll still trust it. Alright, we'll come back to this in a bit. We're approaching Howell, West Virginia, pretty close to the Maryland line. Coming up to the bottom of this pass, we'll be at the center of the valley. I think this is like the northern, or I'm not really sure where it's at, but one of the Cumberland Gap segments. Yep, we're turning here. Well, they are anyway. We're not. Limestone Road. There's probably a lot of limestone around here. Pretty view up ahead. Hopefully the GoPro can get it. Just past these trees. Old Corvette C4 just passed by. There we go. So I think we got that. Let's see. About 3 miles, turn left. North Davis Street. About 2 miles. About 1 mile. Go. No large trucks, so that's not me. City Hall. Into Maryland. Street glide, alright. It's kind of a nice Potomac River crossing here. I can get some angles here. There we go. Feet just peeking out of here. Alright. There we go. Just like that, my gun rights, or my civil rights, have been stomped on by the state of Maryland. I am now a fugitive, or not fugitive, but illegally concealed carrying, according to their laws. But as far as I'm concerned, the Second Amendment trumps any of that. Alright. Get our adjustment here. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Frankly, I think the most recent case that's coming up in the Supreme Court with regard to Maryland, actually New York, there's over a dozen cases that are about to go before him, and based on the recent Chevron deference revocation repeal decision, the current legal opinion across the board, even those who are anti-gun, believe that all these stupid gun laws are about to get thrown out. It's about time. And not just that, but the fourth pillar of government, the agency dictatorship, the administrative state that started back in the Roosevelt era, is finally going to be crushed by this recent Supreme Court decision. I don't think people really understand historically what this means. This is probably as important as the Glass-Steagall Act from the 96, the Telecommunications Act. Rather, those are laws, of course. This is a case that's going to generate a whole lot of lawsuits against the administrative state. And just in time for 4th of July, too. We're almost a free country again. Let's go. 13 miles to Swanton Road. Road's wet. Okay. That's nice. Thank you. Thank you, Rain. That was exciting. Be in a pretty tight G-turn there at 80 miles an hour and feel both wheels kind of drift out of me against oncoming traffic. But nothing happened. It's just, you just got to trust it. I think if I was on a Sportster or some other less modern bike, that could have been ugly. But you just got to know your equipment. 35, going like 70. I think we'll slow this down a little bit. Gear it down. 50 is probably a good pace. I think this is where that wall is. This is the one of the legacy, not DuPont, but we're in Westernport. We're back in West Virginia, and this is the town that's basically built around this factory that's been here forever. It's concrete and limestone processing. There's lumber, but it's probably one of the last real, post-war industrial towns left like this. Some of the DuPont chemical companies are still, they're up, they've been mostly moved out by now. Most of those are in China now. That nice blue street glide back there, or was it a road glide? It's got a glimpse of it. All right. That's the factory. Let's see, was it here? Verso. "25 minutes to Deep Creek Lake." I wonder if this is lake traffic. Mix of license plates. You got Maryland in front of me, and I think the front two are Virginia. And that's the Potomac River right there on the left. I'd like to swing the camera around a little bit. Getting the hang of the ram mount adjustments here. Wonder what's up that road. Well, they want me to turn this way. Looks like that would go probably inside the river. That would be staying inside West Virginia. This is now Maryland, because you crossed the river. All right. Well, hello, Maryland. Welcome to Maryland. Now less of a citizen than I just was a few minutes ago. Let's stand up. Get some air. 1,300 feet. Still down from the 1,800 we were. Going through the pass. Alright, we're back. Got about less than 15% battery left. So we'll see how far we got through this. But we're 13 minutes away. Swanton Road, or off of Swanton Road. Got a little bit of rain now. We got the bike in rain mode. We're at about 2,500 feet now. We'll confirm that. 2,650. Temperature is right at about 84, 85 degrees, which is kind of warm for up here. Feels great though. I mean, riding in the lap of luxury here on my ST. The climb and Liat gear is comfortable. Frankly, I don't even feel like I'm wearing armor. I have knee armor. I have a full tactical climb armor shirt under my Harley rally jersey, and I feel like I'm wearing cutoffs and a t-shirt. So we're in Deep Creek, the general environ now, about a half mile away from our turnoff. There's the Swanton Gas and Liquor grocery store, kind of quaint. I could just pass these guys, but I'm not sure what the groove is here. Turning off in less than 0.3 of a mile. Nice little town. Yep, this was all lake traffic. Just taking that wide. Rain's coming down a little harder. Road has good traction, but on a slow intersection turn like that, there's always going to be gravel and debris, and it looks like it has been raining long, so whatever debris is on the road is going to be pretty loose and slick. Just didn't feel the need to lean and cut that corner tighter. I just ran it slow and wide. Nothing was coming the other direction. For anyone watching this, and if you're wondering why I'm narrating different things I do on the bike, it's not really intended for an outward audience, but actually for myself. I'll watch this later and just make little notes as to what I was doing on the bike at that time, and I'll probably ask myself, why did I take that turn so wide? Why did I cross the yellow lines for that? And you know, I want to be able to explain that to myself later. Battery on the GoPro runs out. I really don't want to stop to do a battery change, and I do want to get the arrival, just the neighborhood riding in. It's pretty cool. Of course, I can always get that later. Stop here. It's 7 miles on the blade. This is bear country. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I'm gonna come off, I'm falling off. I'm falling off. I came off. That was, I hit some slimy stuff there. And I didn't want to turn into it, so I just came off it. Looking back at the reel, the motorcycle is positioned at the top of the lane, near the center of the road, at the high point of the camber, which is where I like to ride typically, at least from the standpoint of visibility and affording the most amount of room to maneuver either towards the right side of the road if I'm on that side, or even the other side of the road, depending on what I need to avoid. And in this case, I was approaching a corner, and going into the corner, I began to fade towards the right just to give myself more of a turn radius. And as I went to the lower part of that lane, the rear tire started to slip, and what was likely some debris that had washed down towards the lower part of that camber. And what began to happen, the bike's traction control system engaged, and I felt a cue to reduce power, or actually the engine actually lowered RPM. I felt the brake engage a bit, and the bike just went straight, pulled straight up, and didn't really want me to
continue in that corner. It happened almost instantly. I was at first annoyed and wondering why I'm slowing down and coming off the road, falling off the road. You heard me say that, but I guess from a safe standpoint, nothing erratic was happening, and sure enough, I was able to get the bike just on that bit of gravel and straight without anything bad happening. Had I continued in the lean into that corner, I likely would have low-sided off the road and into that grassy bend. So kudos to Harley Davidson's traction control system. It definitely works well.